From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss that's here. We hate it here. Oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat. It's horror from here. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump and jump, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Management schemes and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa have seen it all. From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere.
Hey everyone, welcome to us being back, or welcome us being back, but welcome to another episode of I Hate It Here. My name's Erika.
Hi, Marissa.
Thank you for hopping on the Hotmess Express.
Aboard, welcome to the Hotmess Express. Choo choo.
Sheesh, here we are, Marissa, back live doing the damn thing after a month off.
Oh,
how was your month?
It was
just
good.
about everything.
I mean, it was good. I think we were talking before the show. Unfortunately, my kids came down with the flu all the month of November. They couldn't just do it together. They had to divide and conquer for the whole month. So that was lovely. I isolated them. They were confined to their room, and they got food like in prison. It was like slide it in, and then they would get it, and they ate, and but it was good. It was relaxing. How about yours?
You know what? It feels like I didn't do a lot, but I did do a lot at the same time, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice having this time off. It was a lot of like family quality time. Mm-hmm. Grandma Glow has been here for the last couple weeks. No. So I really got to spend some quality time with her, which has been awesome. For those who don't know, Grandma Glow is my grandmother. She's 95 years old, and
she's a freaking diva, and I love her.
She's a complete firecracker. She's so funny, and so been able to spend time with her, and again, like quality time with my nephew, with my family. So it's been really relaxed. We even got invited to the premiere of Wicked. Yeah. By YouTube. Right?
We
YouTube
did.
Invited us to some event that they did here in Houston. Mm-hmm. So that was as much I Hate It Here stuff that you and I did this month.
It really was. That was it. That was it, guys.
Which is crazy because I was like, okay, since we're going to have the month off, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I did none of it, guys. I did none of it for I Hate It Here. So we'll be kicking off 2026 with some fun stuff, we hope, that we have down the pipeline. We'll tell you guys more about it as we get towards that part of the year. Yeah. But Marissa, it's also our anniversary here at on YouTube.
I know. I found out about it today, like right now, before we jumped on.
10 minutes ago when
like
I said
10 minutes ago when you said it.
I know. I realized, I'm like, oh shit, we decided last year on December 5th to just do the damn thing. We jumped on YouTube, went live, and we have not looked back.
We have not, and we love it here. We do.
We do. It's been awesome. Again, like we said on Kaleo's show when we did the crossover show, we should have done this right off the bat.
Yeah. Yep.
What did Real Estate Poppy say? Erika, Grandma Glow is my neighbor's uncle. We had to kind of figure out that she was your grandmother.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't get it either. But I'm also very slow today, so
trying to get back into this thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Marissa. So because it's our year on YouTube, we unlocked a new character.
We did.
We unlocked a new character that we're going to be having on the show. Hopefully, we don't scare her off. Mm-hmm. But she is actually going to be the sane voice to our nonsense.
Yeah, she's going to be the adult in the room. And we love that. We needed that.
We did. Because you and I always go low.
To
Always
hell.
go low. We need somebody to bring us, as Michelle
Back.
Obama says, back on like high, right?
Mhm.
But we'll get into her. We'll put her on screen in a bit. So let's get into the show.
Yeah.
Do you have an ick, eek, ew, or do you want to rant?
I don't have an ick, eek, ew. Do you want to have one?
I do have one.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you want me to do mine first?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So one thing we always preach about or bitch about on the show is don't be eating other people's food all the time. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what you're going to be eating. You don't know what you're going to be putting in your mouth because some people are just fucking dirty.
But also,
Dirty.
why are you taking other people's food? That should be a crime. I feel like that's a crime. I feel like that means jail, like immediately. Like, why? If you take my food, we're fighting. Like that is a very severe thing to do to someone.
Okay, guys. So let me start. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I have to. It got kind of disfigured, like unorganized, I should say.
Yeah.
In the way I had it, but let's talk about this. Okay, guys. So once again, do not be eating people's foods. We say it time and time again. Why? Because this person posted a series of photos and the story goes down like a carousel on Instagram. And I was like, again, this is why you shouldn't be doing what we say, right? Or do what we say is not eat other people's foods. So she starts by saying, my coworker brought raw chicken to the potluck today.
Damn.
And she says, yes, he is. If anybody has a question of his ethnicity. So then she shows us this picture of the raw chicken. Okay.
Oh, dang. Frozen raw chicken too.
Yep.
Okay.
So took that for the work potluck. And then she says, there's an update. So she's kind of like tweeting this out or like, it was on Threads. So she's going through this as the day continues, right? So she says, here's an update. He brought a deep fryer too. There are no spices in sight. He's putting the bare chicken in the fryer and putting the sauces on them after. And yes, he said that's the seasoning. Okay, so there's a picture of the raw chicken next to the air fryer that this guy's using. Okay. Story continues. He's touching it with his bare hands. He's touching it with his bare hands too. So he's touching the chicken with his bare hands. She says, I'm literally shaking right now. I need my inhaler. He's just casually walking around the room, touching things after touching raw chicken. This entire place is contaminated. Oh my God. So she's freaking out, right? And then she says, update. He just bit into one to see if it's cooked. It's still raw. Another coworker says, wow, I appreciate you going out of your way. And then the raw chicken guy says, it's what I love to do. And she's like, please stop doing this. Like, don't do this. So anyway, he keeps offering, she says, he keeps offering me the salmonella. Why can't I say it?
Salmonella?
Yes.
I got you.
God damn it. I'm downing pizza slices just to say I'm full. I don't even eat pizza anymore. I've had 3 slices in 20 minutes. So she's just stuffing her face with pizza because she does not want to be a part of any of that raw chicken. Okay. One of my coworkers who ate the wings just said, yo, my stomach kind of hurts. I don't know what's wrong. Salmonella is what's wrong. See, I said it right now. God damn.
There you go.
I'm watching natural selection happen in real time. So this guy is just being knocked out because of that. And then she says, I forgot to tell you all the worst parts. To sauce the wings, he was putting them in Tupperware. And instead of tossing them, he turned them with his bare fingers.
No.
He licked his fingers a few times to get the sauce off and then continued putting the sauce on the rest. Yeah, I know. My coworker had to leave early because she's dead ass sick. He offered to make me more tomorrow and I immediately said, no, today was enough. And then he laughed it off. But sir, I'm being serious. After today, I've concluded that this is a toxic and hostile work environment. I have to go. For reference, this is my 3rd week here. Everything has been going great so far. Dope environment / culture, dope people, great pay, great benefits. But this, I can't move past this. And that's the end of her story.
That. Why are potlucks still a thing?
I don't know.
Why are we doing like that? Is just a recipe for disaster. That is
why is
crazy.
nobody pitching? Like, why aren't people pitching in to get it catered, right? Because of course we know companies are being cheap and they're not going to do it. But like the money that you're spending on these ingredients, what, $10? Why doesn't everybody pitch in $10 and get it catered by Chipotle caters? Get some freaking subs from somewhere. I don't know, but yeah, people have got to step with these potlucks.
And yeah, that's crazy. And also, like, somebody stop him. Where's HR? Like, what? Somebody call somebody. Call the cops. Call, I don't know, somebody. Because that is crazy. Him licking his fingers and touching things and then not washing his hands.
I would die watching that. And why didn't anybody call him out?
Also that, like, why isn't anybody sitting there going, also, why did that man eat those chicken wings after he witnessed all of that?
Por tonto, he's an idiot.
He turned around and stuffed him down his face.
And that's why he got sick. And that's why the other person got sick. Why are people eating this nonsense? Time and time again, we've shown you guys videos of people cooking in their kitchens with their cat right there. There's a video of a lady that was cooking and her cat's literally eating off the pan while she's like throwing ingredients on it. Like, stop eating at these potlucks.
Also, people don't wash their hands. If COVID taught us nothing else, people don't wash their hands. Like, for the love of God, please.
So there it is, guys. That was my ick, my eek, my ew. It was all of it. It was all of it.
Yeah, all of it. Yikes. That is a bad one. Lesson of the day, guys, especially with the holidays coming up. Do not do potlucks. Do not eat at potlucks. Don't participate. If you see some shenanigans, warn the others too. Don't be an asshole. Warn everybody else that you saw somebody putting their raw hands in the food and licking their fingers, and that's disgusting.
Even at that, we've also got, all of us have that one relative that's also doing some dicey things that you got to skip that dish that they brought, you know? So be aware. Be aware of your environment. Be aware of how people present themselves.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, that's how their kitchen is unkept if they're not clean either. But all right, Marissa, let's move on. Do you have anything or should we get Claudia?
No, let's get Claudia up.
All right. Let's bring her on stage. Hi, guys. So we want to introduce you to Claudia.
Hello.
Hello. Right after the ick, the ew, and the, what was it? Ooh.
Yeah, the ick, ew.
Come on in, Claudia. I feel like I say, wash your hands, boys and girls. Make sure to wash your hands.
That is her first lesson that she's going to give us. All right, guys. So Claudia is a family friend of ours. She is starting her own business. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. We're going to have you talk about that, Claudia. But so as we mentioned earlier, she's going to kind of be the sanity to our nonsense. I know you guys think Marissa and I are completely nuts, which we are. I'm not going to lie. But we do have people around us that will tell us to reel it in. And what we're doing is a little nuts. And Claudia is one of them. Because I tell her my crazy stories at all the family functions, and she's like, oh my God.
Erika, you need to be nice.
Especially when I'm talking to my mom.
I was going to say that, but I was kind of being filtered. You need to be nice to her. What was it on Thanksgiving? No, it was the other day. You were calling her a cheater. We were playing a game. And the game hadn't even started. Okay. We're doing pin the tail on the donkey. You know, it's an innocent, fun game. Not if Erika's around.
I did not start chanting cheater at people.
So her mom let me finish. Her mom barely was gonna get the blindfold on, and Erika, cheater! And her mom's like, I haven't even started.
And that is the essence of a Mexican household.
It is.
And I love it.
It is. And this was also at a child's one-year birthday party. To top it off.
That's when I had to rein her in and say, Erika, please stop bullying your mom.
Ah! All right, Claudia. So tell us a little bit about what you do and your background.
Yeah, so I'm a licensed therapist, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. I got my license a little bit before COVID, COVID was a thing, right? And before virtual telehealth was a thing. And then I started on this platform providing virtual therapy, thinking, does it really work? But I thought, people say it works. I had colleagues that had been doing, and I started it. And then COVID hit, and then telehealth blew up. And I've been in business with that, but I've been a contractor. And so I decided I want to go out on my own, venture out on my own, and start my own business, build my own private practice. And so that's been the mission. And so I got a business advisor and started working on all that. And so now I have my own PLLC. And so it's Blue Haven Counseling. And so starting up with that right now, it's 100% telehealth, and we'll just see where life takes us, where the journey goes. But they say starting something, it's like half the battle, right? Just starting, getting going.
That's awesome. And
that is awesome.
My hat's off to you, because the work that you do is so important. So important. As a person who is continuously in therapy, because I know I need help, guys. I'm not aware. I know my deficiencies. I just choose to not work on them. That's a different story. The work that you do is incredible. So my hat's off to you. That is amazing. And we do have her website here on the band that's going below. Please check it out. Please reach out to her. She is amazing. Like, no joke, she's amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see where you go. That's exciting.
I know. That is really awesome, Claudia. I remember you had talked about wanting to do it, and you're like, I don't know. But you're doing it. You're out there. You're an entrepreneur now. This is so exciting. It's been a hell of a year for you.
It has.
Newly married, and now you're starting this business. So a lot of fun things happen for you in 2025, and I'm so excited to see all of this like unfold for you, and all this happiness that you're getting. It's very well deserved. So if you guys, I mean, I don't know if it'd be weird. People are reaching out to you for therapy, knowing Marissa and I, right? But like, if they want to make referrals or want to know how to get started or something like that, like they can definitely reach out to you for guidance.
Yep,
for sure.
All right. So that being said, we're going to jump into our first story of the day. So Claudia, like I mentioned earlier, I kind of just read a story to Marissa, get live reactions, and feel free to interject your opinions. Feel free to reel us in, because of course you know that we are nuts. You've witnessed it in real life. All right, guys. So the story starts. Am I the asshole for not canceling my vacation and reporting a coworker for harassment? I read that and I already said not nuts. Or not the asshole, right? But the story's crazy. So at my job, you can only roll over 250 vacation hours. That's a lot of fucking hours. 250?
That is it.
Right?
250.
Only.
I want to know what the other people have then.
Right?
How much are they accruing to only roll over 250? That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, she says that they are a specialty type of thing. Like, she doesn't give the exact amount in the stories, like how much they get per paycheck, but like that's a lot of fucking hours, right? So anyhow, so come December 31st, if you have over 250 hours, you lose them. They don't pay them out. Okay, so you snooze, you lose type of thing. Every year, my husband and I take several longish 10 to 11 scheduled vacations, like 10 to 11 days scheduled vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Visiting a relative in Florida, family reunion, whatever is being hosted, anniversary trip each fall, etc. I always end up having over 250 hours, even though we take those long trips. I usually take between the 15th and the 18th off of December through the 5th or 6th of January. So half the month, right? I have been doing this for over 9 years and it's been approved, right? So like people typically know that she takes that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she puts in for it every year, it's approved. So she goes on to say, we hired Haley in October. She made it clear that her son is her life. That's well and fine. I don't care one way or another, right? But Haley came up to my desk on Monday and asked if I would reconsider my time off in December. When I asked why she said that she had requested some time off to travel with her son for the holidays to see her family, but it was denied because I'm off. I just said, no, sorry, and turned around. So Haley, who just started in October, is already coming up to a senior coworker saying, can you not take December off because I need to hang with my kid and my family?
Okay.
Again, one of those people that is totally entitled to their fucking life.
But also, Haley, like, do you even have enough time if you just started in October to take all that time off? That's crazy.
Right? So anyhow, she just said, no, sorry, and then turned around, right? Mm-hmm. That afternoon, Haley sent me an email with an itemized timeline of all the time off I had taken this year.
Oh?
Okay.
I'm like, Haley, mind your own fucking business. I already told you no.
At first, I was like, Haley's just advocating for herself, guys.
Nah, fuck it.
No, fuck Haley. You're still asking people to reconsider their vacation when you're a newbie. Get the fuck out of here, Haley.
How dare you?
Yeah. Sit back down, Haley. Go type away. So anyhow,
but now she's stalking. Sounds like she's stalking.
Absolutely. So our team has a shared calendar so we can know when the others are out of office. Okay. And she asked to please reconsider and she CC'd our boss.
Oh.
I'll be honest, this severely pissed me off. I don't butt into anyone else's business ever. I don't care if I see your ass parked on the 50-yard line at the Eagles game the same day you call in sick. As long as I'm not having to do your work, I do not care. I emailed back immediately saying that I don't appreciate her combing through my vacation time and that my answer was still no and that I did not want to discuss the matter any further.
Mm-hmm.
Which she's a lot nicer than I am because I would have been like, Haley, get the fuck out of here. I already told you no. Get the hint. No. Right? Like now you're making me want to even like not give it to you even more.
Yeah.
So
no, you're really not gonna get it.
Right?
Right.
Yesterday morning, I was called into a meeting with my boss Lisa and Haley. Lisa jumped right in saying that she saw Haley's email and my response and Haley wanted to meet. So Haley pushed her boss to call that meeting.
Okay.
I told Haley and Lisa both, I will not be canceling my vacation. Haley starts raising her voice about how my child-free traveling should take a back seat to working class mothers and their kids.
Oh, hell no.
She claimed that I hate kids for my remarks in the workplace, and she felt I was retaliating for the cause.
Sounds like Haley's having a psychotic break.
It sounds like Haley needs her ass beat. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Haley needs to be bitch slapped a couple of times. Girl,
she's
no.
Lost it.
Both Lisa and I were shocked at the accusation. I am child-free by choice. My husband and I have lots of nieces and nephews as well as godchildren, and we are happy. We don't hate kids. Lisa knows this as well. We have worked together in total for about 15 years. I told Haley that she's making a false accusation, and this was now an HR matter.
Mm-hmm. Where's the boss in all of this? Is the boss just eating popcorn?
Like sitting
on
there.
The floor? What's happening?
Sitting there, letting Haley dictate this meeting and clutching her invisible pearls when Haley goes completely haywire for getting a no.
Who is Haley related to, or who is she fucking? Because that is crazy behavior in front of a manager when you're that new.
How did she even get here?
Exactly.
Who let her in the door?
Who hired Haley?
They must not have security. Letting this crazy woman in the door.
Right.
That's wild.
So about a half hour later, I got another email from Haley, but she was informing me, she was asking Lisa to make the call to revoke my PTO and be fair to others on our team. All right, Haley, now you're really asking for a fucking whooping.
Mhm.
Like, now I really want to grab you by the fucking hair and take you outside. Because how dare you? How dare you now email Lisa telling her to revoke my PTO?
And that's
When you've
wild
been here-
behavior for people that work in person.
Who've been here and she's been there for a month, and that is wild, being in person.
Like remote, it's like, where's she gonna, like, that's crazy. Because I can walk up to you. Like, that is wild.
Because I know where you park.
Exactly. I know what car you drive. Like, that is wild behavior.
There's going to be some slashed tires up in that fucking parking lot.
Mhm.
Okay, so, and then she's been there long enough to know where to hide, where the cameras point.
Everything is. Yep.
So then I overheard Haley telling a team member, I'm not letting her take time off because I hate kids and I'm part of the hateful, child-free community. That was the last straw for me. Imagine if Haley worked with me and I'm always saying, like, fuck them kids. Like, she...
Girl, I got kids and I always say, fuck them kids. Like, I love them and I will do everything for them, but, like, fuck them.
I attached both of her emails and wrote an email to HR about her harassing and slandering me. I gave the name of the coworker she was talking to and the conversation context as well. I hit send and forwarded it to my boss afterwards so she knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. About an hour ago, I found out that Haley has a meeting with HR on Friday and that she will more than likely be fired.
Bye.
Bye, bitch. Bye.
Now you have all the time in the world to go be with your kid. You're welcome.
Yeah.
The coworker
extended vacation.
Right? The coworker she complained to told me that he felt I overreacted and that she was just venting about finding childcare for the holidays because of work, and I should have sat down to talk about it more. A friend who is also a colleague who told me about the meeting said she thought I let my anger get the best of me, and now Haley may lose her job when she's just a stressed out and overly tired mother having a bad day. No. Fuck those people too.
Yeah, fuck them. They're not your friends. They're not your people.
Mm-mm.
Because if you tell me I'm a single mom of 2 kids, and I have not once ever told any coworker of mine, oh, can you switch out your day so that I can have my time with my kids? Everybody's time is sacred. So that is such a bullshit excuse that people use to get away with a lot of things. No.
You're so concerned about Haley being overworked. How about you give her some of your PTO?
Yeah.
Right? You go ahead and give her your PTO.
That's wild.
I will admit I used the buzzwords of harassment and slander to get my point across, but it had been 2 days of an asked and answered conversation, and I was done with it. So am I the asshole for reporting her over this incident? P.S. No. I'm not the only one off. We are a team of 5 people, and 2 other coworkers are off during this time that she wants. But they have children, and the remarks. She asked me when she started why I didn't want kids, said that she didn't like kids. Is because I said I was coming home that she didn't have kids, didn't want kids, because she liked coming home to a clean and quiet house. Those were her remarks. That Haley now misconstrued or totally set her up saying that she hates kids. I guess somebody asked her about the hours because she says I'm in the U.S. and my company is huge on work-life balance due to burnout in our field. You're eligible to use your PTO after 30 days and it accrues fast. After looking, Haley's eligible for 52 hours of PTO to date. The fuck, that company? Like, are they hiring?
Are they hiring? So what do they
It
do?
sounds like they have good benefits. The culture may need some work, but I can help with that. I can come in there and give
There you go.
some empathy training, maybe setting healthy boundaries. People seem to be burnt out. They're getting into drama that's unnecessary. A lot of times we're irritable, and maybe they just need some self-care.
I mean, but not at the expense of others.
No.
Your self-care does not come in the expense of others, and the entitlement of this person, it like infuriates me, because I've
Absolutely.
been this person that writes in, working when I was in the service industry for such a long time. Of course, first of all, getting holidays was fucking sacred, right? Like,
Yeah.
you could not get holidays off because restaurants are open. I was in Vegas. It was a big fucking thing, right? So it depended on, like, if you were it really was dependent on if you were like union or not, right? But like, your seniority played a huge part of it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I hated people always trying to guilt me about taking time off if I did request during holidays, because I did not have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My answer was like, well, I am a kid to somebody else, so I'm gonna go home and spend time with my parents.
Or how about I'm just a human? I'm a person too. I have a heart. I deserve my time.
But it's shitty from people to turn around and try to put it like, well, I'm more important than you. That's not
good. That's not good enough. Your excuse isn't good enough because you don't have kids and you don't have a family, supposedly, right? But you do have a family, like Erika said. I'm somebody's kid. I'm somebody's sister. I'm somebody's aunt.
And somebody's granddaughter. I need to go see Glow.
Even if you weren't gonna,
somebody needs to be screaming at my mom during the White Elephant
that?
game. Somebody needs to be. Who's gonna do that?
It wasn't screaming. It was chanting.
Oh, chanting,
cheater, and we were all doing it. And not only to my mom, the entire family got it. Well, not the entire family. We were yelling at the kids. When they get a little older, maybe, but but yeah, no, Haley, I'm sorry that she's got a lot of entitlement and audacity. Once again, she's one of those with the fucking audacity to feel that she can go in there and single out this one person because she's deemed not worthy to have this time off because she's childless, right? And to just like berate her like this, like, come on, like, she already told you no, not once, not twice, 3 times. And then now you're trying to start like gossip within the company that you just started at. Get the fuck out of here, Haley. And I don't feel bad if Haley did lose her job. Fuck that bitch. She brought it upon herself. Self-induced drama.
Now she got all the PTO that she wanted. I see this as a solution. I don't see the problem.
If you look at it like that.
What do you think about her getting fired, though? Do you think that's extreme of them to fire her?
Well, they didn't say why they fired her, right?
Well, no, they more than likely she was going to be fired because of that, because she started like she was harassing her even though she had said no, and then she started like the rumor,
well, yeah, technically she got out of hand.
Right.
Yeah. She got out of pocket. She you just get there, you got to feel the vibes. And even if you were there for years, that's unacceptable.
She is creating a hostile work environment.
She made the hostile working environment for one person. She made them feel uncomfortable, and then she pressured them. She took it, started including other people. That's affecting the culture, and it's not okay. You can't be. It's like she's poisoning the water.
Exactly. And if she started in October, she's not even within her 90 days, right? Like, which is technically like you're still in like you're not
probationary, your probationary period.
Mm-hmm. So bye, Haley. Get the fuck out of here.
You are not. This is an opportunity for her to learn and grow.
Do you think she's gonna learn and grow?
Maybe. Who knows? Sometimes that's when you grow the most. When you go through those hard times or they push you, if you're willing, right? But she sounds kind of like she needs some help.
But also, I'm going to have to point fingers at Lisa for not nipping this in the butt earlier, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like
how
we
did
shouldn't
she-
have been having this meeting. When you said she CC'd the boss, I was like, oh, that's like, it got real if you're CCing your boss on that email.
Mhm.
It just got real. You just took this to a next level.
As soon as
But-
she said no, and then she sent the email, like going through her hours and CCing the boss on it, the boss should have been like, Haley, we don't do that. This is not the culture here. She's already said no to you in person. She's telling you no now. I am going to tell you no. But then they still had the meeting. Lisa fed into it. She fed into this Delulu scenario that Haley was creating and was like, okay, then they had the meeting. She got out of hand and again didn't reel her in. Reel her in. Now she's off talking smack to all these coworkers, still hasn't reeled her in. So Lisa needs to go take some managerial coaching classes.
Yeah, I can
But it
help her with that
also-
too.
It also feels like that's not the first time this has happened, because that is a lot of escalation for that to be the first time. It feels like Haley might have been doing shit to other people as well, or it's not the first time that she, like, because that's a lot of balls to turn around and be like, this is how many times, and I'm going to CC your boss, and we're going to have an in-person meeting. Like, that's not like, this is the first time that she's done this.
No limits.
There's
But
no
honestly,
boundaries.
guys,
And that just doesn't happen overnight. Like I feel
Exactly.
like there's people that just feel like entitlement. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just entitled to this time off because I said so.
Right.
And I think the culture, I don't know, like I feel like when I first started working, like, there was some respect for, hey, this person has that role because they put in the time, they put in the dedication, that they've earned that. So it's respect.
Right.
Now there's like people like Haley walk in the door day one and they're like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, but in this climate, I don't think there was priors. I think, or maybe she's already kind of like, off in the work culture, right? So people already kind of probably
Off,
said
period. Not just the work culture. She's just off.
that she didn't kind of fit in. But
Yeah.
I truly think that this I don't know if she did other things that were written about, but I feel that she did escalate this because in the climate that we're in, people do have the audacity nowadays. People are getting out of hand nowadays. They really feel like they can just say crazy shit to people and do crazy shit to people and get away with it. So good for them I hope they do fire. That's what I'm saying.
But what I think what I'm saying is that Haley's smart enough to have tested the waters that Lisa wasn't going to put a stop to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean with Lisa? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't think that this is the first time that she's tested the boundary because she felt too comfortable doing the email, setting up the meeting, and knowing that Lisa was going to play along with it. So I think she's pushed the boundary, maybe with other coworkers or about other things, knowing that Lisa wasn't going to do anything about it.
Oh, good point.
Because that's crazy to be like, we're going to have a meeting and I'm going to tell, like, when you don't know if that's going to fly, it doesn't feel like it feels like she felt her out and she knew that she wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Either they're related, they know each other, she knows someone, because that's a lot of audacity.
Yeah,
That
Haley
is.
probably walked in that meeting and took the boss's chair at the head of the table. You have people that do that. Have you seen that? They walk in and like, that's not your chair, ma'am. That's for the big boss.
I think that's wild. I'm like the person that will sit in the back of the room, like, don't look at me, like, nobody pay attention to me. And when I see people just sit in the, like, top chair, I'm like, oh, okay, like, you're going to do that. All right, like, have at it. Like, I'm just going to sit back here and watch it unfold. But Marissa, what's going on in the chat? Let's see what everybody has to say. I saw people were pissed off at Haley as well. So
yeah. Well, first of all, everybody was absolutely astonished at how many hours they can roll over, because that type of PTO is unheard of. That's like a unicorn. But they're saying, how about apparently there's a lot of places that don't allow them to roll over any PTO. Adam's saying, I have 180 that I can't roll over. Dang, Adam, so then just don't work for the rest of the year? That's what I would do.
I know.
Be like, I'm out. hey, at least she tried. We can't knock her for asking. Talking about Haley.
Okay.
Like at least she asked. She's trying to ask, but that's when you were reading the story and then it just got way out of hand. Sounds like we got to call some girl cousins on Haley and the kid. Kendall really said, fuck that kid too. And I love that. Love that. I take 3 weeks off of December because she did that. So talking about Haley, like in retaliation, I would take more time off just to piss her off even more. We hate this girl.
Like
Haley
I'm taking every fucking holiday off now. Every holiday.
Like, yeah.
You can't hang with your kid on Easter. You can't hang with your kid on St. Patrick's Day. Fucking
You wanna take
President's Day. I'm taking them
You
all.
want to take them trick or treating? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I know Haley's can be trouble. I have one. She's mean as fuck.
Oh.
I know Haley's can be trouble. I have one. Okay. See, she got the time off. See, right, Poppy? He agrees with me. Now she's getting fired. She's gonna have all the time to spend with her kid on the holidays. All she had to do was take the no, which I think is absolutely true. This is because somebody told her no, which is wild to think about. Haley, Real Estate Poppy says Haley had big titties. That's big titty behavior and big titty protection from the other people, which I agree.
Big titty protection.
That is big titty behavior, Poppy. I agree. Now she got a GTFO instead of PTO. Mm-hmm. She's not the a-hole. She just knows how to use Grammarly properly, says Kendall. I feel the same way about smokers who need a break every 10 minutes. I didn't tell you to get addicted. I want a break every 10 minutes as well.
So quick, I'm going to take this real quick off the subject, but kind of similar to it. I saw somebody who was bitching about like their coworkers always taking smoking breaks. So they're like, fuck it. I'm going to start taking breaks, but we'll go out there and blow bubbles.
I saw that. Yeah. I like it.
I thought that was awesome. Good
you
for
do what
them.
you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Go take those breaks.
Mia says she must have priors or they already wanted her out. That was very quick, meaning the HR meeting and the possibility of her getting fired. Haley thought she was the main character when she was just a mid-season background player. Oh,
dang!
James from Pedro came in and
it said, "Haley, know your place.
Stay in your lane, girl. You can't say filth, flan, farn in front of people." Chantel had like 300 PTO hours when she left her last job. That is crazy.
So the purpose of me picking this story, guys, is once again to remind you to take your PTO.
Especially around this time.
Yeah, these companies don't give a shit about you. You're going to lose out on all these hours, all this time. It's so crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm preaching this because I was that person.
Mm-hmm.
I had at corporate, I had so many hours that I lost out on. And of course, you don't get paid on those when you're told to leave the company.
Erika, you're advocating for self-care. Good job.
Oh, I'm all about self-care.
Yeah.
Thanks to that.
There you go.
I am all about it thanks to that job. I was not before it. I did not know. I didn't have boundaries. Marissa was in the same boat. Like we were slaves to that job.
People like Haley are like bullies, right? Because that's a lot of people's inner thought. Like I feel guilty. I feel shame taking this day or anytime we want to take time for ourselves. Sometimes it's hard, right? Doing something for yourself. Oh, I should be doing this, or that guilt that you carry already. It's already hard to take that step for some people. Then you have somebody like that comes in and makes it even harder. And so,
I mean, even if you're going to take time off to just stay home and pick your ass, stay home and pick your ass. Use that PTO.
If that makes you happy, do it.
We love that for you. Do it. No, but seriously, because there's a lot of people, and a lot of people, and as Erika was mentioning, go through this. We went through this, right? Where you feel this big sense of responsibility, that you're like, I can't do this because then who's gonna do what I do, right? Especially if you're like the only person that does this, or you lead people, or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. It's
No,
not.
that's what I'm
Unless
laughing.
you're-
Obviously, they're doing it right. I'm not there. Obviously, they found somebody to do it.
They will find somebody. They will find somebody. I think that's,
But also,
it's hard because you think nobody else can do this because they make you feel like that, right? The
Mhm.
pressure, like, people like
Mhm.
Haley put pressure and bully you into not taking care of yourself.
unless you're a
You're not.
doctor or like in like ER, like do not take the like if they call you, please respond for the sake of everything. Gonna put that out there. But unless you're a doctor, unless you're working in ER, unless you're like emergency services, girl, the world's not gonna collapse. No one's gonna die.
No.
Yeah, everybody will be fine. Take
Use your PTO.
Yep.
Sit at home and pick your nose if that's what.
Do you, boo? Do you? I love that for you. Yep.
All right, guys. So now let's get into our our life horror story of the day, because this one I really want to hear everybody's opinion on this, because this is a good one. Okay. So I caught my husband masturbating to my best friend's selfie last night, and I'm sick.
Oh, hell no. Divorce. Divorce.
Already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So throwback for obvious reasons. We've been married for 4 years, together 7. I always thought we had a solid relationship, good sex life, no big red flags. Yesterday, my friend, let's call her Sarah, came over for dinner and drinks. She left her phone on the couch and went home around midnight. I fell asleep on the couch while scrolling. I woke up around 3 a.m. thirsty, noticed the bedroom door was slightly open, and heard heavy breathing. I thought he was just watching porn like guys do. Nope. I peeked in and saw him on his phone, literally jerking off to Sarah's selfie, the one she posted yesterday in a low-cut tank top. Same girl who was just sitting at our dinner table hours earlier. I froze, backed out silently, and pretended to sleep on the couch the rest of the night. He hasn't brought it up and is acting a bit weird around me today. Sarah is objectively hotter than me, and I've always been slightly insecure about it, but I never thought my own husband would be the person to do that, right? Mm-hmm. So she's got questions, or she puts questions. Is this technically cheating? It's just a photo, but it's my best friend.
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's the fact that it's someone they know, and it's her best friend. Like, if they masturbate to a because that's like, what different is it from like porn or anything else? I don't think that's cheating. The fact that it's her best friend, though, is diabolical. Like, that's crazy.
Well, it makes it more personal. It takes it to another level, right? Because it's not, now it's personal. This is the girl that was sitting at our dinner table. Mm-hmm. But, sometimes those behaviors, like, it can feel like you're being cheated on. I mean, you are being cheated on with this porn or whatever. This thing is taking away from what we're doing together, from our time, right? So she's just, and it sounds like a lot going on there.
That's crazy, because now I gotta one up you, and I don't know how to do. Like, now I gotta go fuck your brother or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I'm now fucking grandpa. Like. I'm now your ex-wife, but your new Mima.
Yep.
All right. So second question: do I confront him? If yes, how do I even start the conversation without it exploding? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I would have walked in and fucking slapped that phone out of that hand. I don't know.
He wouldn't have had a phone anymore.
Slap the phone and his fucking penis. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Or a working penis. He wouldn't have had a working phone or a working penis, because look at us now. What do you mean you walked out of the room and you let him finish? That is crazy. Because I'm not. No.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
No, I'm not sorry. Surprise,
motherfucker. Did.
No.
Surprise! Now we're both not getting off. Fuck
yeah.
That.
No.
We're both gonna be crying. That's how it works. That's how it works. So do you think how should she confront him about this? Should she do it, first of all? Absolutely. Absolutely. She should have done it right away.
Mhm. I agree.
I
Obviously,
think
this
sometimes, I don't know if this has happened to you. Like sometimes this thing happens, and then you're just in shock, like frozen.
It's like that fight or flight mode.
Yeah, it literally is that. Like, I'm freezing right now. This is crazy, but I'm just frozen. And then after you think about it, oh, I could have done this. I could have done this. Why didn't I do that? But in that moment, it's so shocking. You're just in freeze mode.
Yeah. I choose the fight, Claudia. So like I'm gonna fight first.
I'm swinging. We're talking swinging first.
I'm gonna
and
fight
later.
I'm gonna fight first, and then I'll freeze after.
Yes. After I fought, then I will be like, oh shit, shouldn't have done that. But
Well, everybody has their own different.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
literally, as humans, when we're in that limbic system, which is that fight, freeze, or flight, the first one that most people go to is, let me get out of here, though. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. That flight. And that's what she did. Let me get out of here. Ooh, I'm out of here. Because that's the first, as instinct, I just want to get out. If I can't get out, then people typically become into that fighter mode and then the freeze mode. But depending on your personality, Marissa, you're not gonna get out. You're gonna go in. I'm coming in.
This person who wrote in obviously is not Latina.
Because the
She's not a
fucking
minority.
the audacity of that man to do
This
that is
person
crazy.
is not black nor or Latino. Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So if she should confront him, how should she start the conversation?
Oh, I'm gonna leave that to Claudia because if I start that conversation, she'll be like,
I already confronted and I already started the conversation by grabbing that fucking phone and his words already have been said in that confrontation. So
yep.
Yeah. So how should she start, Claudia?
Well, she needs to be in a calm space when she's going to do that. She can't be emotional, as calm as she can, She's had a rough day. That's not the time to have that conversation. So she sets herself up for success,
Mm-hmm.
She's a morning person. We're having that conversation in the morning.
But how does she open it up? Like, hey, walked in on you yesterday masturbating to Sarah's big old titties.
Well, hey, one thing that I say, I statements. Have you heard of I statements?
No.
So I statements are a way of coming in a non-confrontational manner, and you're not really attacking the person, because a lot of times when you're upset or, you come for the person, right? But you could say, I feel, right? She's going to say, I feel.
No.
What did you feel? What did you feel when you saw this happening? What are some feelings that she could have possibly felt? I felt.
No.
What, Erika? What do you? What
No,
I felt
we're
what?
both gonna feel because I'm gonna punch you in the face. Now we're both feeling something.
I feel like you're a disgusting fucking pig.
Okay, well there you go. So then I feel you really, and then the next part, you focus on the action, right? It could be like, I felt disrespected when I saw you doing things that I don't think you're supposed to be doing. Well, you focus on that, right? I saw you doing that, right? And you focus, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. But you focus I feel, the feeling, the action. And then you just kind of start the conversation there and see what goes, what comes next.
But also, what do you expect to get out of that conversation, right? Because it's
what's the purpose?
Clear. Yeah, like it's pretty clear. Because I don't know, at least for me, I'm never gonna trust you around her. You, like him, not her. I'm never gonna trust you because you are clearly attracted to her. You clearly hide things. There's clearly something there, because that is.
He's now put her in a very difficult position because,
absolutely.
It has nothing to do with Sarah. She's always now going to be very uncomfortable around them having Sarah over.
Exactly.
Now she's going to have to alienate Sarah if she decides to stay with her husband.
And
she also said that she had already felt like not as attracted. So she already had her own issues.
Insecurities.
Yeah, like her own insecurities, her own feelings prior to that. And then you see all that going on, and now it's going to be that much more harder.
I feel like you need to pack your shit and go. Like, you know, like that's so fucking weird. And then how do you fucking tell Sarah?
You don't.
You don't?
I don't
If
know.
they-
Why?
no,
What
like-
would be the purpose of that? What would be the purpose of
Well,
that?
I mean, say they split up,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Then Sarah's like, "Why'd you break up?"
Mm-hmm.
well, no, I don't think I'd tell Sarah either. I'd just be like,
Then-
he's addicted to porn. I don't know. Like I
No, I will because no, girl.
no, she's gonna feel weird.
Wow,
And that's why we
maybe, or
broke
she
up.
might go looking for him, or she might go looking for him.
Then she gets punched in the face too. There we go.
All right. So then the last question that she does ask is, how do I know if there was a one-time drunk thing, or if this is a one-time drunk thing, or he's been fantasizing about her for years? I can't eat, can't sleep, keep replaying it in my head. Anyone been through something similar? Please help me. I'm shaking typing this.
I feel like this is one of those situations where it's not like, it's just a little bit bad, right? It's bad. It's not right. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It's not right. There's no like, oh, it's just, if he just did it this one time, it's okay. You know, I feel like it just feels wrong. It's wrong.
It's a boundary that he already crossed that there's no going back from, right? Like there's no, because that is bold. Like there's a difference between like, you know, she looked great today, or, you know, she wore a push-up bra and her titties were sitting really high and they look phenomenal. Different from acknowledging it to, I'm going to like masturbate to her picture. That's, to me, fantasy, that sexualization, that's a little bit bolder. And there's no coming back from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there is no coming back from that.
I don't know if I could. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'd be able to come back from that, because all I'm thinking in my head
Trust
is
has
like,
been broken. Trust
absolutely
has been broken.
Absolutely, because now I'm
Anytime
worried
you're
about
on your phone, anytime you're on your phone, I'm gonna be wondering, what are you watching?
Mm-hmm.
or like around her, you know, like.
But also, what other of my friends?
Or what else have you done?
What
right?
else have you done? Like what other friends have you done this to? Is it just her?
Or is it just this?
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
just opens the door to so much.
I mean, if he's doing this with people that she
He
does,
knows.
like,
Yeah.
is he sliding into other people's DMs and like what? Like, I don't know. This is I
It
don't
feels
know how I
like
could
that.
let this go.
I don't know if you guys have heard that like hall pass theory of like people, like couples that have like their, you know, who's your hall pass and if you
Celebrity
work
hall
together-
pass.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And there's people that are like, my kid's fucking science teacher. Like it's
It
like
can't be a real person.
yeah, it has to be like that. There's a difference of fantasy.
It's somebody that you can't get.
Yeah, somebody has
That's
to
not
go to the
attainable.
table.
Somebody that's not attainable.
Yeah, exactly. You want
But
to
it's
go?
gotta be the like if all the stars align and for some reason this happens and we cross paths and it were to materialize, like that's your hall pass, whatever.
Mhm.
But it can't be like some dude.
That's easily accessible.
Exactly. That's crazy. No.
All right, Marissa. So let's see what people are saying in the chat.
All right. It looks like my best friend. Nope. Crazy work. Not cheating. So I think the comments that we got about is it cheating? The consensus is
technically
it's not cheating.
Okay.
It's just weird. It crosses a boundary.
Mhm.
Jen says pack your bags and call an Uber. She's out of there. Adam says it's crossing a huge line. She was fresh in his mind, having just been there, which is that added layer of like she was just there in their house is.
Oh, that's.
Mm-hmm. Papi says that man was minding his own business. Daydreamer says I'm gonna need to see the selfie before he judges. As we talked about slapping the phone out of his hand, Sal says, and then he pulls out his second phone. Mr. Pantone Black says, slap the peepee, LOL. Poppy says she should have apologized for invading his privacy. Absolutely the fuck not.
No.
No.
It's her house.
No.
And in their bed too. Fuck, that makes it worse.
No. You're lucky you're still breathing. You should be grateful that you still have breath. He did the feeling. It felt homicidal. Her best friend is Heather Locklear. Her best friend is Pam Grier. Her best friend is Baby D. I understand. So like there's levels of, of that. Him, I feel like you should have knocked into Claudia, and that's when they were talking about the I feel statements.
I feel like you should have knocked.
See what I mean? And this is why I cannot not resort to violence, because
knocked upside the head is what I did.
If you hit me with that when I come in, I feel like you disrespected me. I feel like you should have knocked. Switch turns on my brain, guys, and it's over.
Fighter mode activated.
Yep. And I feel like you need to try again next lifetime, because now I'm in jail. It is what it is. Conversation. Hey, baby, forward my mail to this address. Thanks. Bye. Sarah's gonna pick up if she acts different around her. Sarah's gonna want to start charging him. It's tough to not think he's been side tapping. So going back to like, what else has he done?
Like, what else have you done?
Mm-hmm. Adam saying, or masturbate when you know you're alone, bro.
Or in your car? Away from the house?
Dude, that was a stupid move.
Very stupid move. Boundaries have to be created. See a therapist, then go to Chili's. That felt very personal, Mr. Pantone Black. I don't know. It felt like we unlocked a core memory there. I don't know.
Chili's is like, create your boundaries and go have some of that stretchy mozzarella. Like, that makes everything better. I love the mozzarella sticks there.
I don't know that seeing my husband masturbating to my best friend's big old titties is a mozzarella stick's gonna do it for me.
No.
Him, only your cute friends, definitely not your coworker Haley. Your hall pass will never be my best friend or my favorite uncle.
Oh, Jen.
Fair. Insecurity, engage. Envy enters the chat. Is he doing this to all her friends? Kick him in the balls and take his money? Yes. I like it. Mr. Pantone Black, my only hall pass is Winona Ryder. He needs some Google glasses, says Real Estate Poppy.
So I mean, females agreed with us. The males are like, let's hear his side of it. No,
there is no side. Fuck him.
So that wraps it up, guys. That wraps up our work and life horror stories of the day, or of the week, I should say. And I think we left fighting in both of them, in both scenarios. Marissa and I were swinging.
You guys are definitely fighters.
Yep.
Consequences will come later. Swing first, consequences later. In certain scenarios. Claudia's like, no.
She's like, so that's why, guys, go to my website.
www.
Run it again. Run the banner again, so people know how to get a hold of Claudia if they want you. But Claudia, thank you so much for hopping on.
Thank you guys. This was fun.
On this crazy show. We appreciate you, and we will talk again and see when you schedule you on for another episode.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I
All
had
right,
so
Claudia.
much fun.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, Marissa. So those are some wild stories to come back into.
Mm-hmm.
You're,
Now I'm all mad.
Pressure up.
Now I'm all mad. Now I gotta go punch something. I don't know, guys. Now I'm gonna go.
You could come over and hit Zan's little punching bag if you want.
I have a punching bag in the garage. I'm gonna go hit that for a little bit and then come back. No, yeah, that is crazy. I don't know. Every time we read stories like this, it reminds me of why I'm by myself so happy. And I'm like, yes, because I starfish on my bed and no one's doing that to me. And I love that for me. I love that for me.
Versus like, fuck them kids, fuck them men.
Fuck that job. Fuck everything, guys.
All right, y'all. So we will be back next week. I think we have Helen on. I have to confirm with her.
Mhm.
So it's been a lot of months since we've caught up with Helen.
I know.
It's crazy. I know. So let's, I'll check in and see if she's going to do it. She's been crazy with her little side gig.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, and I
Yeah.
slacked on it. I should have done commercials, which I will make sure to do next week. But if you are still looking for gifts for the holidays, go visit Tia's Trinkets. If you want some really cool stocking stuffers, she does these amazing pins, and I should have been more prepared. I'll have it next week. I had her make some for my family last year, so she made awesome Dallas Cowboy ones for my mom and my aunt. She does these really cool bookmarkers and cups as well, and really did some awesome things for like Chappie's daughters who are into Taylor Swift. She did like the Life of a Showgirl, like related stuff for them. Very, very nice. Helen, well, if she's on next week, we'll show some of her work that she does. She does some beautiful laser cut door hangers. Now she's doing these really crazy creative corners, like little decorations you put on the corner of your doorways.
Oh.
Look her up on her Instagram handle is at Casa Linda Designs. Very, very cool stuff that she's doing. So hopefully she's not too busy with that work that she can hop on for an hour with us next week. And then also last but not least, we have Doreen with her D-Cup Custom Cups. So if you have any people, they are Star Wars fanatics or Marvels or Snoopy or whatever they like, you can go ahead and get custom made cups from her. Yeah. So we'll have our act together next week. I say that, and we will. But we'll have the banners, and there we go for DCupCustoms.com. We'll have information, QR codes for Tia's Trinkets and for Casa Linda. But that is all I have on my end, Marissa.
No, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's great to be back. Thank you for navigating with us as we get our reelings back onto what do we do here? Why do we do this? But if you want to collaborate with us, if you want to jump on, if you want to share a story, whatever it is, feel free to DM us on our Instagram account. And that handle is
at I Hate It Here HQ.
Awesome. And we will be posting Casa Linda and all of that in our Instagram. So you guys can definitely check them out. And we will, if you have something if you have a side hustle that you want to promote, please DM us. We'd love to feature you and share that with everyone here.
Yeah. A lot of our friends are doing merch and stuff like that. So if you do have any items, so reach out to us so that we can promote you guys as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that said, we'll catch you here next week at the same time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We hope you all had a wonderful holiday. Be safe. Take your PTO. Lessons of the day.
Don't eat other people's food.
Don't eat other people's food. And punch somebody in the face, I guess. I don't know. We'll go with that one. Bye, everyone.